Hi, this is a sample board for the fabrication program. Fabricator apprentices or other apprentices that are coming through the program, they can see what the welds are supposed to look like. These are all padded plates here. And the correct way to do like a padded plate would be to half overlap, as you can see like on the beads here. There's good transition in between the beads. And these are done in every position. They're done in flat, horizontal, vertical, and overhead. And then once a apprentice has this skill mastered, then they would transition onto the plates, the open root plates. And as you can see right here, it kind of represents an open root groove weld. And you got the root, the hot pass, and then the fill passes and the cover. So once they're done with that, they would transition onto this. And then these are used basically to gauge your ability to weld an open root pipe joint. So once you have these mastered, like the TIG ones, MIG, flux, and stick, in all positions, flat, horizontal, vertical, and overhead, then you would transition onto the pipe joints. Here at UA400, all of our weld booths are equipped with dual feeders. So they have the MIG and the flux core set up, so it eliminates the need to have to switch back and forth between the wire. They can just grab the MIG gun or the flux gun, and they can go right into the other processes. It saves time with not having to switch wire. These are very nice, and like I said, every one of our weld booths, we have 36, are set up with the dual feeders. Okay, so when apprentices first come into the program, fabricator apprentices, steam fitter apprentices, even plumbing apprentices, they'll be introduced to padded plate to start. They get their weld book, their benchmark book, and they have to go through all the processes. Fabricators generally will focus more on the MIG, flux, and TIG, whereas the steam fitter apprentices will focus more on the stick and the TIG. So padded plate, generally you're gonna weld bead next to bead next to bead, and each bead's gonna be half overlapped. So you got good bead transition, and then that'll translate into the open root plate welds, and which will translate into the open root pipe welds. So after the padded plates are completed in the weld book, these are what the apprentices would transition into next. And this would get them ready for the open root pipe welding. As you can see, there's an open root, and it pretty much would simulate a pipe weld. So these are a lot cheaper than pipe, so we let them practice on these prior to moving on to pipe. So with the root pass with MIG, that downhill root pass that we just did, you're looking at trying to make sure that each plate is tied in real nice. And as you can see, it's got good fusion on the toes, good reinforcement. So this would translate onto an open root pipe weld, just like that. Okay, so after a root pass would be put in, the downhill root pass with the MIG, the flux core would be going uphill. You have to have a vertical up progression because it has a slag coating, so you can't go downhill with the flux core. Flux core is a very, very high deposition rate, has a high deposition rate, so it's used a lot in the fabrication field, in fab shops and stuff, because you can lay down a lot of metal really fast on like bigger diameter pipe. So yeah, flux core uphill, MIG downhill, and that was just a fill pass. So there's a slag coating on there that has to be chipped off as well.